Hello and welcome to the Dexter Loves Annie channel. Shush. This is Annie. I'm Kat. We live in England, in Buckinghamshire, which is a bit further down than London and Oxford. No, sorry, it's in between London and Oxford. Geography was never my strong point, so it's been a while. Things have happened. It's been a long time since I posted. If you follow me on Instagram or any social media, you'll know that we lost Dexter in May. It was a very short amount of time after a cancer diagnosis. We had 4 weeks with him, and it's really hard. It's still hitting us. So yeah, it's just us little chickens now, and Daddy obviously. So yeah, we've been getting over that and life, and I'm currently working 3 days a week, and I'm still enjoying my aerial exercises. I'm now just doing pole fitness, and amazed by the support in the pole community. It's not stripper pole, it is gymnastics essentially, and I am gaining a lot of strength and stuff. And I just realised I haven't put the light on. That's better. I hadn't put the ring light on. And she's quite clingy. They do feel it. Oh, sorry, am I boring you? Yeah, they do feel the loss. She came to us when Dexter was 10 months old. So, yeah, Dexter's all she's ever known. I mean, she carried on like she hated him a lot of the time, but they still love each other and they cuddled and stuff. So anyway, I'll stop rambling about that. I'm sorry, some people probably not interested. So I thought I'd go through some of the projects I've worked on and am working on since my last video. I don't even know how long it's been. I didn't check before I started filming because I want to get filming for Vlogmas. I want to do Vlogmas this year. Quite interested in how a quick video vlog daily thing works, so I'm going to try and keep up with that. Right, so let's get some projects sorted. Will you go down, please? Good girl, go down. Good girl. Right, okay, so what should we start with? Let's start with some success projects. Right, so first of all, late to the party, I know, but I did a love note. Love it. I only did one row of the lace, or the lace is a 10 row repeat, so you, for this size, you should repeat it twice. I decided I wasn't going to do another one because I didn't get on with it very well. I hated it. You have to really concentrate, and that's not my bag. And it would have been too low. It would have shown too much, and I'm not into that. So I think that worked very well. I did shorter sleeves. These are all on my Ravelry pages, so if you want to go back and see what I did, go and have a look at my Ravelry, which is also Dexter Loves Annie. So I didn't decrease for the sleeves. I just did a... Annie, stop. I just did a rib. Annie would like me to throw her ball. Stop it. So that was a lovely pink one. It's a mohair and a finger held together. I know... Oh, crikey, girl. I know it's a cascade yarn. And a drops mohair, but all of the details I'll put in below, and they're on my Ravelry page as well. So I did that one, and then I decided I was going to make another one, as you do, that way around, and I thought I'd do it slightly different. So it's a bit longer. I didn't do any lace, and I did an I-cord bind off around the neck, and I did longer sleeves, obviously. So these sleeves, yes, I did do the decreases to get it to the wrist width. I did do, because there's an option for doing or not doing like a sculpted bottom at the back. In fact, I actually did an extra couple of German short rows to make it more rounded. For the neckline, again, all on my Ravelry projects, I did not decrease as much as they said to in the pattern. So yeah, I think it's knit 2 together twice and then knit 1. Stop it! Oh my god. Sent her upstairs now. Annoying child. So yeah, the neckline on the pattern goes yeah, knit 2 together, knit 2 together, knit 1. And then to make this, because I think I redid this neckline about 3 times in the end, and I went up a size in the needles for the I-cord and it still wasn't sitting right. To be fair, I would probably do it again and maybe not even decrease at all. I don't know. I think it would be quite a nice wide neck. If I do it again, I might try that. But yes, I did knit 2 together, knit 1, knit 2 together, knit 1 to get that. And it sits nicely. I like it. And I've had a couple of people asking me to make them one. So, you know, that's the best compliment you can ever ask for, I guess. I did another top. And it's all jumbled. So I really like it. I love the yarn. It's a Malabrigo yarn. I need to work out what the pattern is. It's called Magpie Tendency by Skay Nanigans. Again, find it on my Ravelry page. And it was a good introduction to me for the I-cord. I love I-cord. I don't mind doing it either. I feel like I'm fast enough to not bore myself with it. So far so good. Absolutely love the top. Absolutely love the colours. But it's so loosely knitted. It is 4 ply, but on 6.5mm needles. And I am so clumsy. It has got so many pulls in it now. I thought it'd be quite nice as like a little top that I can wear, you know, over my exercise gear. But there's runs in it. I've made big holes in it. I'm not happy, and I'm going to be frogging it because I love the yarn too much, and I like it too much to have it languishing in a garment that I am not going to wear because I'm wrecking it. So love it, but not going to be wearing it, so that's going to get frogged, sadly. Okay, next. This was awesome. No, I've even tagged it. There's something about a little tag on a bobble hat that just makes it look more professional. Paw prints. This yarn is just leftover yarn that I've got from my nephew's baby blanket that I made him last year. It's still going. There's another project to show you in it as well. And this brown, there he is, Skein Tones by Lion Brand, in the colour, bear with, Nutmeg, 02 Nutmeg. Really like this. I'm going to do another one but reverse the colours back round. So this one, right, so the pattern is called Bryce and Beanie, and it is by Nikki Griffin, and the pattern is written in, this is an Aran weight yarn and also double knit. I wanted it, I'm just trying to use up this grey stash, to be fair. It's a bit bigger than it needs to be, but I do knit quite tight, quite loose. In that vein, more of this yarn. These are the Winterberry mitts, Winterberry mitts, and I'm just looking at my my Ravelry page here, so it's just easier. Where is my projects? So I do knit loose, and I forget it far more often than I should. Should have gone down a needle size, because as lovely as they are, they just come off. So these are going to get frogged and re-knitted. But they are Winterberry knits, and they are by, hang on, let's just pull the project up. This Handmade Life. I found these a bit weird. Might be just because, again, knitting a bit loose. But they're just like knitted skin tags, a bit weird. Maybe when I do them on smaller needles, they'll look better. And I do love the overall look of them. I think it's me. It probably definitely is me. So there we go. I think that's all the finished objects I've got to show you. No, it's not. So this is a test knit I did for Kelly Menzies. The other one is still in progress, and I have got quite a lot of projects on the go. As you know me by now. But these are absolutely wicked. These are Spidey socks. There's spiders everywhere. This is my own hand dyed yarn, and it's UV reactive. So the project for this is called Ampulate Socks, and Rora and Cadies is the designer. Camera's slipping down. Rora and Cadies is the designer, and I had a very good test knit with this. It was really good fun because it was a really complicated pattern, and yeah, I actually got to find things to change, so you kind of feel like you've helped, which is nice. And Kelly's lovely, and I'm definitely going to be test knitting for her again. Yeah, anyway, so Rora and Cadies, lovely designer. Test knit for her if you can, if you want to, or just buy her patterns because they're awesome. Next, so we're into works in progress now, and I haven't touched these for a while because I keep having to start them and frog them a bit and then do a bit more. So I've only done one of these. They are the Journey socks. I'll get the pattern out in a minute. So they're little sort of invisible trainer socks. Stitch marker by Under the Olive Tree Knits. She's I found her on Etsy. I mean, I already follow her on Instagram, but I saw these, loved them, and then realised it was from her, so I had to buy yarn as well. So I've got the pattern out here. So Journey by Margaret. Can you get that? So that's what they're supposed to look like. I am still struggling with, every designer seems to have a different idea of how long a set of toes are. I knit pretty much to the vanilla sock pattern that the Crazy Sock Lady put out, and that suits me fine. The toe length is perfect for me. The foot length, obviously you gauge it by your foot. Nobody seems to do anything that different with their toes, but they all seem to have a different kind of concept of how long that is. And I found it in, I'll tell you what I did, because it's on my foot. I did these Christmas socks. So I'll go through these in a minute. They're on my feet. But this is West Yorkshire Spinners yarn. Winwick Mum has some free patterns for all of every year when they bring out their Christmas yarn. And again, she's got a different idea of how long this toe section is. I mean, you can't make an inch at different lengths. I don't know. Anyway, so these are a little short on me. And also these have come up really short. Now I know that this yarn relaxes when it's been blocked. So I'm trying to find a happy medium between not dropping it on the floor, between how it fits now and how it will fit after it's had a soak. But it's still too small, and I loved the construction. I love learning new things and, you know, how it all goes together. There's the top of it. But I'm just a bit baffled by the whole, how long should the toe box be? You know, I think I worked to leave 1.75 inches off, which is what I would do. Even when I'm doing somebody else's pattern, I will just do the heel and the toe flap. You know, this part and this part. This is the heel flap, gusset. I will just do this all according to what I prefer, and the toe. But obviously when you're test knitting, you have to follow the pattern. And when you don't quite know what you're doing, because there's some three-way cabling in those West Yorkshire Spinners socks, you know, you're not entirely sure if you can change the pattern around. So one day I will knit the other sock to that, and hopefully they'll fit one day. But that's leftover yarn from a hat that I made my husband last year. And I think that's also a Malabrigo yarn. Again, all in my Ravelry if you want to find it. So yes, these finished socks, I wore them for the first time yesterday. Don't know whether it's really pretty cable pattern, and it's West Yorkshire Spinners Christmas yarn from last year. It's called Robin. This year, I'm staring at the mini project bags that I have. This year, that's not it. Ah, yes. By the way, these, I have new project bags. I've found a new project bag maker, and I love them. She's got a little rat tail cord with a slider thingy. The handles are optional, but I've actually screwed a cup hook into the bottom of my little side table so I can hang project bags. Really handy. So, we're getting low on battery, so I better hurry up, hadn't I? So this is my next project. This is this year's pattern from Winwick Mum, West Yorkshire Spinners yarn. The name of this yarn is Gingerbread, and this is the first sock. It knitted up quite quickly actually. So this again is another project bag from my new project bag seller. Can't remember her name. I think it's Elise or something. I will put details down below. She's UK based and she has an Etsy shop, and she puts interior pockets in her project bags, which I really need. I really need an interior pocket because I get so fragmented. That's what I need. So back on the whips, and back to this here lovely project bag. This is one of the latest ones that I bought. I'm a C one. This is, don't faint, another love note. Oh, Annie's excited. So yeah, you knit top down, so it would be that essentially. Throwing yarn on the floor again. So when I knitted the first one, I decided that I didn't like mohair. I've got used to it now. So I went searching for some lace weight yarn and found Hobie do an alpaca. So I went a bit mad and bought about 4 different colours of this stuff. Are you attached? Yeah, there you go. So, lace weight alpaca. This is colour number 38. How exciting. And then I'm pairing it with good old Drops Fable, Unicolours, Superwash, sock weight, colour 110. The original orange I bought was a Cascade to go with this, and it looked terrible. I did a little swatch and it looked terrible. So I have even more orange, which I'm going to pair with a kind of a whitey mohair. So there's going to be quite a few of these love note jumpers because I really do love them. Let's do that one. Now, I don't know if you remember way back, I was making like a tank in a super chunky. I finished it. It was terrible. So, super chunky yarn on vaguely chunky females. No, it looked awful. So I am frog knitting it. So I'm not completely undoing it. That's part of the top. And I've just decided to do a nice basket stitch blanket. Just doing 10 by 10 by 10. So you just knit 10, purl 10, knit 10, purl 10. 12 rows makes up an actual square. And then you switch, so you purl knit, and then you knit, purl knit, purl. And that will be one of my mindless projects for the Netflix. And then this one, which we've all been looking at. This isn't. I mean, to be fair, you're not supposed to be selling copyright material, but I like it, so I bought it. This was, and in one of my previous videos, I probably mentioned that I was doing a spin to knit, and I'm also doing a dog jumper for Annie to fit, to match. So this is Drea Renee Knits, and it is her, oh, what is it now? Bean and Olive sweater. Again, Ravelry. Bit of colour work at the top there. This is all hand spun Shetland that I bought from World of Wool. Quite a mindless spin because obviously it's all one colour, so you can zone out, watch telly, whatever. I did a prototype jumper for Annie. I will insert a picture somewhere so you can see I did it in acrylic, but she looks adorable in it. So this is spun to a DK weight. So I think I 3-plied it, and yeah, we're getting there. They're quite small needles, so it's slow going. I don't like slow going jumpers. I like nice fast jumpers, and I don't like anything too hot anyway, because I get hot naturally, so I don't need too much warmth. So I think we'll leave it there. I'm sure there are plenty of other things that I finished. I'm looking at a shawl that I finished in the summer. Right now, do you want to see it? Yeah. So this is a nice cotton shawl for sort of cooler nights in the summer. This is a pattern that I've made up myself. Very simple. I have written it up. I will add it to my Ravelry at some point. But it's a Hobie yarn again. And I had to fudge the end because it was just getting enormous and I hadn't gotten to the blue yet. So I took a load out of this mixed one and just went straight to the blue just to top it, to finish it off. But it's lovely, and I'm actually still wearing it even though it's cold. Yeah, I like it. So I am going to leave that there now. I can't see anything else that I've made. Let's not look, and then we won't go on forever. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon. We're going to do Vlogmas, hopefully, fingers crossed. And I'm looking forward to that actually, and I'm looking forward to opening my advent skeins that are here. I have plenty more purchases on the way to keep me occupied over sort of Christmas and January, because I've got less work on in January and February, so there'll be more knitting and probably more talking to you guys. So that works well, doesn't it? Works for you and me. Excellent. So thank you for watching. And I will see you soon. Bye.